All right, chat. Let me just hit Discord with the announcement real quick. Okay. What's good, guys? Welcome to stream. Let me just get my chat open. Late? Y'all, literally relax. I do not want to hear it. Okay, but so today we are doing something a little bit different. You probably noticed that recently I made a community post asking you guys about your Warframe hot takes. Now, we have this one, which was made, a day ago. So this one's going to be pretty relevant in terms of like what is actually going on with the game and hot takes or whatever. But I also have this one from 7 months ago with 819 comments, and we're gonna go through these and we're gonna kind of see. We're gonna see one, how much of these takes are ice cold, because I swear to God, people just be giving opinions and they're just like, yeah, like, do people know what a hot take is? It's something that most other people wouldn't agree with. And to be real with y'all, starting with number 1, Rivens are entirely optional. That is not a hot take. That is not a hot take at all. So we're starting off really strong. A free Warframe and weapon slot should be rewarded for every MR level up. I agree with this. I don't think this is a hot take either. I think this is pretty reasonable. I read like 3 ice cold takes into so Chipler. Also not a hot take. This though, requiring teamwork for mission goals is a good thing. I feel like Warframe is going in such a direction that like team play is not necessary for anything. So I think if missions were starting, like if you couldn't do Archon hunts without teammates, I think that would be bad. I think that everything should be able to be soloed unless it is built entirely around teamwork, like raids. But also, I think Warframe doesn't lend itself very well to raids and stuff. So all players should be able to spawn any yo, this is the coldest take ever, and we're probably gonna see this like 1,000 times. Everyone agrees with this. There's zero, is so cold. 3-day Warframe craft time, also ice cold. There is so much platinum in the game's trading economy that it is no longer a premium currency. It is a premium currency purely by definition of you buy it. But yeah, I mean, yes, you're right. It's not really a hot take. This is just a realization. But I think the way that platinum is handled is good. Playing as if you were a ninja and not a crazy, I feel like this is missing a couple words, is fun. I agree, not a hot take. Being able to replay old story content would cause a resurgence of old players who only play the newest patch for a day. So I replied to this and was like, you can. Specifically the big quests. You can replay these quests. Railjack is a very good game mode. Okay, chat. We're starting to get to the point where people are saying things that are actually slightly controversial. I think Railjack in of itself is good, but I don't see a reason to ever play it. And I think that takes it down a couple pegs. A system where relics have a guaranteed chance to drop their rare after consecutively opening the same relic 25 times. This is a hot take. I don't think that. Nah. It is a certain level of RNG that while it can be annoying, you also benefit from the fact of you can just sell the pieces that you get. If you refuse to actively shieldgate, you're not the brightest player. Yes, absolutely. Shieldgate haters make no sense to me. It is so easy and it is so simple to do. Also, not every frame needs a 4th ability to delete room. It's funny when we look at the past 4 frames that have come out, we have Jade, who can nuke with her 4 and her 1 combo. We have, why am I forgetting the frames that released? We have Dante, who can also just nuke everything. We have Corvex, who can just nuke everything. We have Dagath, who can just throw her horses at everything and kill them all. Who was before Dagath? So, I agree. Not every frame needs a press ability 4 to delete room. Cold take, we should be able to kick people as host. This is like a medium take right here, because there are some cases where I agree with this, but also the griefing would be crazy that I don't think it should ever be in the game. OP YouTube builds are flashy garbage and never even scratch the surface of how strong you can get. The real OP stuff is gatekept on the down low within the endgame community, so it doesn't get spread and subsequently nerfed. I disagree with this. I would like to see what crazy sort of insane builds you have that are being kept on the down low that nobody knows about are like, I just don't believe that. The open world missions aren't actually an open world, they're just a really big level. No, they are an open world. This is a hot take. They are literally an open world. It's just not like a Ubisoft type MMO, like RPG game. Revenant is pre-rework Wukong. I don't really know what you mean there. Prime Sure Faded is statistically a 99% DPS increase. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, Dystopia. Literally, if you just want to get some game-breaking shit, you just watch Dystopia. Mag and Frost heirlooms should come back and we should be able to buy them for plat. This is a hot take because they said they would never do this, and if DE did this, the backlash would be crazy. Wukong Heavy Attack was kept in the down low for a long time. I knew about it for quite a while. What's up, guys? How we doing? ESO should be the primary source of Samaris rep. Absolutely. Having to do scanning and shit is such BS. Companions are entirely optional enhancements. If a build relies on a separate companion build to be steel path viable, it's not a good build. I disagree with that because companions are a part of a build. Like a build is you use this, and you use this, and then something comes together and it is good. So removing companions from that seems like you're removing a part of build crafting. Arbitration drones not being able to be damaged by abilities is stupid. Agreed. Limbo is one of the best and most misunderstood Warframes. Most misunderstood? Possibly. One of the best? No. I agree. Overguarded enemies aren't as big a deal as people make it out to be because Eximus is so fucking easy to kill. I don't think Limbo's bad, but he's definitely not one of the best. Time gating resources or activities behind a day-night system sucks. That's not a hot take, but yes. Citrine is a better support than Wisp. Some people might see this as a hot take, but I think that's pretty warm. I agree with this. Relics suck. Hot take. Void Key? Nah. There should be a way to make a relic endless. You kind of can do endless relic, unless you mean like one single relic endless, which I don't agree with. I don't like players who spam Clem in streams. People build way too much for damage compared to utility. If I'm red critting and making everything disappear, I'd happily take oranges with some reload speed or mag capacity, but they barely noticeable kill speed. This really depends on what kind of frame you're playing with. Because if you're playing like a frame that doesn't give insane weapon buffs, you kind of need to mod your weapons like full out to get any use out of them. But if you're playing Saren with Roar and Toxic Lash and Corrosive Infusion, then you can get away with maybe not modding any elements on your weapon, you know what I mean? And then just putting in like reload speed or some shit. People should stop recommending Revenant and Wukong. Not a hot take, but agreed. Endgame content is hard to make because a lot of the community isn't good at the game and relies on builds and not innate skill. Absolutely. I agree with this take. I agree with this take. Come at me. Most bosses in the game don't have good mechanics. We've known this for forever. You clearly just did not read the post. The knockdown effect and eventual addition of Prime Sure-Footed was one of the worst additions in the game. Okay, so people who complain about Prime Sure-Footed being necessary, y'all, I did not have Prime Sure-Footed for 400 days. I started my YouTube channel at like day 150 or some shit. Probably even less than that. Honestly, probably even less. And I made builds without it for a long time. And I never understood why people would lose their minds over this mod, because it is very useful, but not necessary. Gyre needs a Prime version, or at least a deluxe skin. Okay, we know when Gyre is going to get a Prime. The deluxe, yeah, where is her deluxe skin at? Former should take 12 hours. Lukewarm take right there. Warframe Market has hurt trade chat more than it has helped it. Nope, Warframe Market is the best. Devs need to stop focusing so much on new stuff and instead need to focus on reworking and refining the older stuff. What? Have you not been present for any of the updates we've gotten in the past 2 years? What about all of the companion changes? What about the entire enemy damage and resistances rework and all that shit? DE should let me sell Excal Umbra? No, because if people accidentally sold their Umbra, they would bitch about it for forever. If you like something, then use it. Don't. Yes, absolutely. That's not a hot take. You use whatever you like. Peer-to-peer is very annoying. Agreed. Not a hot take. Should be a random mission button. No, because I'm not trying to run like. I mean, okay, I don't want to say no. This would be something that I would never use because, okay, I'm gonna put on, I don't know, I'm feeling like playing Saren, and then I get given Spy. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm like, oh, personally, I wouldn't like that. Though, this isn't really a hot take. This is just a suggestion for the game. Seeing a lot of QOL suggestions? Yes, absolutely. Y'all would just be saying you should add this. Helmut needs to have damaged negation ability without subsuming. Oh, okay. I guess, like, that's not a hot take. Circuit is the random mission button. Yeah, that's actually kind of true. I much prefer Rivens. Okay, I just immediately know that this is not going to be a hot take. Overguard should work as an extra health bar. Shouldn't work as an extra health bar, but rather a barrier that can only be bypassed by CC abilities. So pretty much the entire opposite of what it is now. Now the thing is that if Overguard doesn't work as extra health and it can only be bypassed by CC, you know what's going to happen? The nuke frames that barely struggle with Overguard as is are just going to plow right through it. And then it'll be pointless. Like, that would change nothing except make CC even more irrelevant. Or just honestly not even change how it is, because why would you use it? Those multiplayer doors shouldn't spawn when you're playing solo. Yeah, agreed. Everyone saying Kome is bad is a massive skill issue. This is just trolling. DE hasn't been making band-aid augments for a very long time. They don't make band-aid augments anymore, in my opinion. I can't name one band-aid augment that they've made, like recently. The new player experience of Warframe requires the most attention. They've been changing this pretty significantly over the past year. Revenant is a top tier Warframe. Disagree. Steel Path is too easy. Depending on where you are in the game, I agree. Though I don't really know how much harder they could make it without it being absurd. You know what I mean? Overframe was a mistake. This literally has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Riven mods are NFTs. YouTubers have ruined how most of the community plays the game. You don't need to do millions, billions of damage. You can find plenty of success with frames that aren't Wukong, Revenant, or Mirage. It's funny you say this because I don't think there is a single big YouTuber who has made a video on Wukong, Revenant, or Mirage in the past 6 months. I absolutely haven't. Damage attenuation is terrible. Not a hot take. Burstin Incarnon is better than Torrid. Mirage is squishy, is movement being bad. Wukong Slime deserved the nerf. This is a hot take. I think we're gonna check out the other one now. So this one, chat, this one is older. 7 months old. Now, this is absolutely going to start off with some lukewarm takes because for whatever reason, those are always the most upvoted. And give me 1 second, guys. All right. Barrow is the man in the wall. Did you read? These tier frames can be enjoyable. Not a hot take. Absolutely. Warframe needs more interesting mission types. Yes. Absolutely. Not a hot take. Level cap viable should not determine the worth of a frame. I don't think it does. It doesn't. Excalibur, a melee-based frame, should get Overguard? No. Overguard is way too strong of a thing to put on a starter frame, in my opinion. The year or so we've had Reb running the game has been better than the last 4 of Steve's leadership. I agree. Rebecca and her team has been so good for this game, y'all. So chat, I forgot the demo was coming out today, and I would love to play it and stream it, but I will not be home. Unfortunately. Cephalon Sanctuary should be accessible from the Orbiter. Absolutely. That's not that hot of a take. Alchemy, Mirror Defense, Railjack, and Open World Bounties are... I like Alchemy, and I like the Deimos Mirror Defense, but the Citrine Mirror Defense is ass. Vauban is really good. I feel like a lot of people will see this as a hot take, and I think Vauban's good. He's not like really good, but they should fix or get rid of Conclave entirely. I think they should get rid of it entirely. Any development time spent on Conclave is so useless. The demo for 1999 is coming out today. And I don't believe I'm going to be able to stream it because actually, maybe I will. If it comes out in an hour, we're streaming it. Because it'll be 5 p.m. But I do need to get ready. I don't know. Maybe I will tonight. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'd love to see stuff that places us in the Grenier Corpus conflicts again rather than expanding into new outside context sets again. Like, I can agree with this, but then DE with 1999 cooked so hard, and I'm so interested in this story. Riven should have their own mod slot? Absolutely not. Hottest take here. Nah. It should be added that we can build the same thing several times at the same time. Yes, not a hot take. You should be able to build all your format at once. Oh, guys, guess who we have in the chat? I didn't notice because I am reading chat off my phone. May is in chat, y'all. That's crazy. Primers aren't needed for under level 300. Yo, yes. You really do not need to be shooting enemies with an epitaph before you kill them. Like, you really don't. We should be able to freely adjust mod levels after maxing them. Yeah, I agree. That'd be so nice for min-maxing. That'd be so nice for min-maxing. He's the most disciplined Warframe in the game. Oh, there she is. What is your profile? What is your profile picture? Trinity is not as bad as people say she is. Disagree. Trinity sucks. Oh yeah, Soulframe going into development and taking away the old team was great for the game. It was absolutely great for the game. Pausing in solo shouldn't be bannable. Agreed. Urelli is really fun and viable tank frame. 7 months ago, this might have been a little more controversial, but she's really good. Lunaro is legitimately great. Chat, I've not played a single Lunaro game ever. Can I organize a Lunaro tournament? Yeah, Nullstar has a 2-second cooldown between casting. Lunaro tournament. Getting to higher mastery ranks is useful. I don't think anybody ever said it wasn't. Railjack is fun. Meta this, meta that. Have you ever met a woman before? Yo, that's crazy. C-tier frames are great if they are easily accessible. I mean, you list off 3 frames that are not C-tier. The game will be more fun if it's slowed down a bit. Agreed. Agreed, but I don't think anybody takes into account like level cap runs. Like the average player is not like, is my Varuna level cap viable? Or do they just put together a Varuna build and then go into a mission and kill everything and they're like, yay, I have a good build. Zephyr's underrated. Agreed. Gauss mains are either the most fragile or most kind and understanding players I've ever seen in the game. What? Bounties need to have smaller loot pools? Absolutely. Nora Nightwave should have been announced to be a Tenno alongside us and have Octavia be her Warframe. That's not a hot take. That's just a please make the game like this. We need more Railjack and Necromech content. Well, you're getting this wish and this wish, sort of. 90% of the player base hasn't even seen level 400 and even less can fight them on their own. Agreed. They should replace the sergeant with John Prodman. Yo. That'd be gas. Gauss is what every Warframe needs to be. Agreed. The level of interactions between Gauss and all of his abilities is fire. If we could get that with every kit, that'd be sick. I'm not even going to read what this person just typed in chat because it just makes me... Can we not chat? Corrupted Vor foreshadowed eternalism? I guess. This game does not have excessive amounts of bloat and superfluous content. Yeah, it doesn't. Zaku's underrated. Zaku is not underrated. You're actually tripping. We need a real auction house. I mean, like in game would be nice, but we do have one. Ugh. Let's go back to this. Sort by new. Shield gating is weird, and I don't enjoy builds that require it. You cannot enjoy builds that require it, but denying that shield gating is powerful and very strong is what I don't understand. Oh, here we go. Warframe players can list 1,000 ways they are unhappy and how to do small, marginal improvements that only lessen how bad something is, but couldn't give a unique description of what would make them happy to save their life. I'll let y'all marinate with that one. Warframe has focused on new player experience for so long that each update must be new player friendly that it is now genuinely hurting the game. With Duviri, absolutely agree. But I don't know how much I'd agree with that about things like the recent updates, like Dante Unbound and like Abyss of Dagoth and Jade Shadows and that shit. Warframe's lack of an endgame is the sole reason for its boom and bust style of player base. Taking a break is okay, you can always come back. Agreed. DE hasn't made an endgame because I genuinely don't know how. I can agree with that. Absolutely. If the cell phone version takes off, DE is practically going to ignore other platforms. Nah, there's no shot. There's no way. Oh, wow. As much as I liked Rebecca being the social director, she is not an effective creative director. The recent changes that have been positive have been due to changes that were ignored by Old Guard finally getting through. Once the changes are done, Warframe will be unrecognizable outside of the art style, and the direction of future Warframe content will be too erratic to be engaging. Really? I love the way the game has been going. 1999 looks great. Every frame is a cell phone frame from now on, and it's going to hold the game back and make it less engaging for every other platform. So what do you mean cell phone frame? Like it's easy to play on a phone? Like Dante isn't an easy frame to play on a phone. You need to do 3 casts if you want to use this fort ability. Content creators fake how good or bad new content is for likes, views, or the creator program. They sell their soul. Okay. So to give some personal insight on this, I will be real with y'all. Absolutely. I don't agree with this video anymore. I don't think Komei's that good. At least not for what 99% of people do with her. And that is in essence okay, I have to make a new video on this frame and she looks very powerful and I want people to click on my video and watch it because this is my job. But other than that, like I don't think I'm tripping when I say that Fenmore Blast is very strong. Caliban is really good now. Akicorn got very good. The Sybaris is very good. This vault build is disgusting. Oh, look at the fucking immediately with the May cameo. That's a crazy preview. Ortis is the worst character in the game. Hello? Is it no one's job to sell their soul? When you subsume an ability, you should also change its animation? No. What? That's crazy. Caliban's passive isn't good and DE overrates damage reduction. People who think Caliban's passive is shit confuse me. You get 50% damage reduction and you don't need to use adaptation. That is great. You literally do not need to mod any other survivability on him because he gets all the shield from his summons and he has like what 50% and 50% innate DR. Xcal is the best speed frame. Like you can dash really well with his one, but I don't know if he's faster than Titania. Why does the value of prime frames go down when it's vaulted? That does not happen. For 50% of weapons, building for red crit doesn't matter. A status can carry. Status can carry now. 7 months ago? Did we even have the status rework then? I don't believe we did. If Mesa came out today, she'd be middle of the pack at least. Nah. No Riven should cost over 1,000 platinum. Yeah, Rivens are insanely overpriced. They are insanely overpriced. I don't know why people pay for them like that. They should remove plus zoom from the pool of positive stats. Absolutely. Mods like Serration should be passive. Weapon damage increasing every 3 ranks. Okay, chat, can you imagine if we got Serration built into every gun? The thing about saying that is that it's not like ranking up weapons is hard. So that'd just be like if they just put a blanket 165% damage increase on every gun, and I don't think they should do that. There's no such thing as a bad frame. Tier lists are based on how little effort it takes to make a frame useful. I will disagree with the fact that there's no such thing as a bad frame. There are frames that are objectively worse than other frames, and there are frames that are very hard to make strong, but are good. Wisp is the best Warframe. Caliban is S tier 7 months ago? No. We should have 5 augment slots on each frame. Oh my god. You can have each player's railjack. Yo, 4 railjacks in one mission would be nuts. Ooh, I kind of agree with this. You should be able to rerun the Archon Hunt each week and get the boost until we get the Tau Forged. That'd be fire. Frost needs buffs. He's been getting buffed every update. Chroma doesn't need a rework. Disagree. All right, yeah, these are okay. Nyx is god tier. Hello. Ortis and Sai should be interchangeable. Absolutely. 90% of the community turn into whiny babies when you don't agree with their opinions, even when they're wrong and coping hard. Damn. They should give us the option to sell Ortis. We're introducing too many universe-ending threats. I disagree. Is the Man in the Wall and everything happening in 1999 universe ending? We could use an open world focused on Mars. Okay, I'll be real with y'all. I do not want any more open worlds in the the base version of Warframe. Like the star chart, I do not think we need any more of them. Like I really don't. Because they all have the same thing, a syndicate that you then need to go out and you need to mine things and capture animals and do all this other stupid shit just to get the items from the syndicate. And that stuff is really annoying. 1999 is open world, yes, and I'm fine with 1999 being a pseudo open world, but it's not in base Warframe because I just think base Warframe's open worlds don't work very well. Open world Neptune with sky platforms and railjack. I can visualize this in my head very well, but there's no way it's happening. Graphical quality pass of the Orc and Towers tile set? Yes, please. A new Pluto tile set with outdoor survival, no atmosphere, and low gravity on all missions? Give me 1 second, chat. Apologies, chat. Just had to talk to my dad real quick. I look like you, Kai? What are you talking about? Just because something meta has a side grade, it doesn't mean it's bad. Yeah, pretty much. Primes are unnecessary. Oh, primers. Yeah, you don't need primers. You really don't need primers. All crafting time should be a minute. Ooh. That's interesting. Rivens for exalted weapons? No. Exalted weapons as a whole just need to be buffed. I agree with build times need to be significantly shortened, but done away with entirely? Nah. Railjack needed to flop so DE could get their priorities straight. Tennokai is the best addition to Melee. Yes. Tennokai is such a good system, y'all. It is such a good system. Tennokai is easily one of the favorite things that they've added to the game. Riven Dispo should be fixed at 1 and never touched again. Agreed. Formatting weapons and warframes is an annoying system that can be required just to make some of them decent. You should be able to craft several at once, but I don't disagree with... I disagree with formatting being annoying. Riven shouldn't exist, agreed. But they can never get rid of them. Excalibur's worst ability from an endgame build angle is Exalted Blade. I mean, his one as a pseudo is really, really strong. DE doesn't remember what Warframe is. Nah, the game is just evolving. You gotta evolve with it. People who remove pull from mag have no clue how the frame works. Her 3 and her 4 are mutually exclusive with augments with only small differences. I agree. Pull is really good. Valkyrie is way better than people say. Valkyrie is like, she's kind of not that great. Conclave should be reworked into companion PvP and let us play sci-fi Pokemon. Ooh, chat, this is an interesting one. Helmet was a mistake and justifies some frames having useless abilities that DE doesn't fix. Oh wow, the Warframe community frames itself as a nice and positive community, but it's just as toxic as any other game? That's kind of crazy. Shield gating might be annoying, but go back to the OG days of getting one shot. Yeah, no, shield gating is great. Warframe YouTubers are just new age overframe. It's all based on who can upvote or get views the most. I try not to fall into a trap like that. Like, I only make videos on stuff that I want to and only make videos on stuff that I think is good. But like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'll be entirely honest. You're not getting a Valkyr video out of me where I go, yo, Valkyr is really, really good. Because I just don't agree with that. Slow grinds are better than fast grinds. Also, prime sure-footed isn't a huge DPS increase. Statistically, if you get knocked down in a mission and your teammate who has prime sure-footed doesn't get knocked down and you guys are doing the exact same thing until that happens, they will be doing more damage. So sort of. Scroll down some more on these. Chat. Do you think it'd be crazy controversial for me to do a Warframe YouTubers hot take? Like, make a community post like this, but say, give me your hot takes about Warframe YouTubers? Exalted melee stances should give more capacity. Agreed. Even after her rebalance and augment changes, Ember is still mid. Yes, she could still be buffed in my opinion. Do it, yo. That'd be so toxic though, because by me asking to give, but no here, okay, like I didn't really mean it when I said it, because by asking to give hot takes about YouTubers, the only possible outcome of that is things that are just genuinely mean. Like, it's literally just genuinely going to be just, hey, this YouTuber sucks and they're a dumbass. So I don't want to be, and I don't want to be the place that fosters that. Okay, chat, let's not start the slander. Let's not start the slander. Guys, May said that if you don't like Ortis, your opinion is wrong. Also, I couldn't even see what your profile picture was. But I know that game. Anyways. Warframes need to have a universal polarity aura slot. You just put an aura slot in, or an aura polarity in. Nah, yo, there is zero way you can make a, hey, talk about these other YouTubers and give hot takes on them and not have it be mean as fuck. There literally isn't. Nourish should get nerfed again. Chat, do you agree with this, that Nourish needs to be nerfed again? Ortis is my man. Ortis is the best. Ortis is great. Ever needs a rework so they finally get rid of her energy drain mechanic? Incarnins in the helmet are a mistake. Whoa. Okay, Incarnins give such easy access to power once you unlock Steel Path. The only part of acquiring some of the strongest weapons in the game comes down to time and not necessarily game skill. Some can even be bought outright. I don't think Incarnins are bad for the game. So you say that 90% of builds will just revolve around the top 4 to 6 subsume abilities, but you're forgetting that subsumes are almost always used to make the other abilities in a frames kit better. Like, I don't play Nourish Caliban because I want to use Nourish. I play Nourish Caliban because Nourish makes my sentience much better, and that is why I'm playing Caliban. because I like the summoner build and I like playing with the sentience. I'm not playing so I can use Nourish. If I wanted to use Nourish, I would just play Grundle. Most Warframe content creators are full of shit. DE should add more broken things to the game? I promise, I'm working on the Nova vid, guys. It's like 15 minutes long. It's a lot for me. Kalervo isn't the best melee frame. Interesting. Warframe is better than Destiny 2? Lukewarm take. Warframe should be built around coordination and teamwork, not solo nuking everything. Completely disagree. You cannot make a game that requires you to have teammates after 11 years of not needing them. Maybe not 11 years because you used to kind of need them, but after 4 years or so of not needing them at all, if all of a sudden to be able to effectively do missions you need teammates, people would lose their shit, and I wouldn't like it. I don't want to have to find a team to do every single mission. It's annoying as hell. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick, chat. I'll be right back. All right. Zaws. Caliban was good before the rework? No. The speed of change is a nerf disguised as a buff. What? Zaku sucks? Yo, if you think Zaku is bad, you're genuinely tripping. Impact is the worst damage type? Easily. I'm getting a little sick of the same old, same old. Every time a new weapon or Warframe comes out, the same 8 big Warframe YouTubers immediately clamor to release it and drop a near identical build video. So the thing about that is that is always going to happen when a new frame releases, but I'd say the time span in between when updates drop is when content is more interesting. But yeah, of course the 8 big Warframe YouTubers are going to drop videos on the new frame, because look, Warframe Kome. This video is probably at like 35,000 in 18 hours, 54,000 7 days, 147,000, 20,000, 66, 132, 52. Oh, hey, that's me. You can't really get mad at Warframe YouTubers for wanting to talk about the new stuff when that is what everybody cares about. Also, chat, do you guys know when the update is releasing? Speeder nerf was the best nerf in history. It's pretty nice, not gonna lie. Black and red isn't a fashion frame. You're missing what makes a fashion frame a fashion frame. It's you are fashioning it how you want to do it. In 40 minutes, yeah, I won't be home. Well, no, I will be home, but not to stream it. You're not a pro until you've adopted a new player. Excalibur is the best starter. Mag is better, in my opinion. People all use mods that are good and their build look the same. I mean, like, yeah, look, do I use the same 20 mods on every build? Yes, but that's just because I have zero reason to run a minus 15% friction and there are so many worthless mods when the only things I care about are plus any of the 4 stats and then maybe some shields or some health and then an arcane for armor or some shit. Some Warframes shouldn't have primes. Yeah, but gameplay before story. Always. Gameplay before story, always. Tier lists are the biggest bullshit. People look at tier lists in the wrong way, but I don't think tier lists are bullshit. Some frames are just better than other ones. Knighty should get shields? No. How is saying I am an eternal mag prime main a hot take? Any kind of best Warframe rating is extremely stupid. Okay. But there are some Warframes that are just objectively better than others. Saren is a significantly better Warframe than Oberon. She just is. Kai is the best Warframe content creator. Now this one, guys, I even like this shit. This one I agree with. This right here, that's not a hot take. Everybody agrees with this, clearly. What most people consider fashion frame is actually super ugly neon garbage. The best ones I've always seen are sleek and subtle. Yes, yes, yes. I even replied to this. I don't mean to judge, but I do mean to judge when I say 99%, or not 99, 90% of fashion frames that I see, I am like, that shit is ugly as fuck. But that's the beauty of it. You can use whatever you like. Don't listen to what anybody else says about your own fashion frame. If you like it, then you like it, and that is all that matters. Some Warframe abilities should have their timed abilities become channeled, like Redline. It'd be cool if Redline was channeled, but they can't really like make the drain on it too crazy, especially for other Warframes that don't have innate energy generation. That you should not be permanently banned for saying one bad word. So here's my thing. If you went into region chat and you said a slur, you should just be banned because you're a dumbass. Redline is channeled. It's counted as a channeled ability for like Arcane Intention and friggin' Seismic Bond, but like it's not actually a channeled ability. This is a hot take because a lot of people just don't know. How much the Warframes are sexualized is kind of uncomfortable. Agreed. It is weird. It is admittedly weird. Android version should have dropped first. That's not a hot take. That's just because it is way easier to build things on iOS before Android because iOS is way simpler. There's way less variation. Prime Frame should have a mastery requirement. Revenant and Octavia should be locked to MR16 because of the awful habits they teach. Okay, Rev and Octavia do teach awful habits, but you could just also get their base frame. Here, we'll check if we've gotten any updates on this one. Old mods need to be reworked. I can't use resistance mods on Warframes. Yeah, but like those mods need to be reworked, but then damage and how it's dealt to us as players would also need to be reworked, and that's not happening. I love defection. Yo, this is the craziest take I've ever seen. That my ban on the Kai Discord was unfair. I'm pretty sure I remember what this guy did, and he absolutely deserved to be banned. He absolutely deserved it. Content creators talking about builds going above level 300 is a waste of time. But what? Who does that though? The only like person that I can actually think of that does that is like maybe Nightmare Frame. But like me, Warframe Flow, MH Blackie, Asian Invasions. Who are some of the other bigger Warframe YouTubers? I don't think any of us make builds that are like, this is the best level cap build. No, you just make a build that just like shits on base steel paths because that's the only thing people play anyways. The best is when a Warframe player gets so pissed at the big YouTubers that he creates a YouTube channel and proceeds to do a deep hour-long dive. Oh, an hour-long deep dive? Chat, I rue the day that somebody does that shit to me. I make my videos with such a... I try to make my stuff so well that I'm not gonna have someone make a response video talking about why Kai's Vault video is absolutely horrendous. Life Water? Does that guy even make videos? You're definitely right, Merchandise, because while my Vault build is only demonstrated at base steel path, that build can easily do much higher levels because the damage is insane. Tier lists have irreparably damaged the perception and discussion of frames. Okay, I will agree with this in this case because the fact that a new player, honestly, this is crazy. This is crazy. The fact that there is a new player who is logged onto the game in the past 2 weeks since the update has gotten a Caliban and has probably come to the Overframe tier list and seen that Caliban is a C tier Warframe and is like, okay, I'm not going to play Caliban because everyone says that Caliban sucks, is so sad. It's so sad. I wonder what the Caliban build even looks like if we were to check him out. Oh, good. Okay. There is an actual recent build. What the fuck? Is this person... Okay, so this is a shit build, but at least it's modern. Eclipse on Caliban is not good because you do not need it at all. But at least this is modern. This is definitely better. You can use 40, you should be using 45% efficiency Caliban, as this ability regens all your energy. Oh my god, did the moon really just repost a Nightmare Frame build? That's crazy. Anyways. But yeah, people come here and they think that Ureli and Caliban are terrible. I do think Nyx is a C tier Warframe. Honestly, the worst Warframes in the game right now are Nyx and Oberon and like Valkyr. They suck. They're really bad. But Grendel and Hydrate in B tier? Zephyr B tier? Chat, I'm literally about to have an aneurysm off of how awful this tier list is. What are these four doing here? It's crazy. It's crazy. No, Nyx is not good. Certified Nyx hater right here. Kai is not pronounced as Kai. Fuck you talking about? It's my name. Ordis was better without his body. He literally hasn't changed. Ooh, I wonder if May's still in this stream. That's kind of a spoiler. Sorry. Spawn rates of enemies in lower level content is too low? Yes. Removing Archon shards shouldn't cost resources. Agree. Mining is more fun and better than bounties. Hello? The update's in 30 minutes for the demo. I have to start getting ready because I have to be somewhere at 5:30. And I have to take a shower and everything. Waiting for stuff to build isn't that bad, just do other things. For late game players, absolutely. For early game players, it's really annoying. Most YouTubers actually have glaring issues in their builds. I mean, increased damage cap? I don't think you understand why damage cap is damage cap. Wisp should be nerfed because she makes all those support frames a worse option. It's funny you say that when Wisp isn't even the best support frame. Yes, I will say copying good builds without learning how to actually use them makes them not good, of course. People only think Wisp is so hot because she's obviously DTF. How can you judge whether or not a Warframe is DTF if it's a Warframe? What does that even mean? DE should hire a different man to draw prime designs. Old primes look much better. I've liked the new primes, and some of them old primes look way too simple. Endgame isn't hard. Yeah, if you even have any semblance of build knowledge, you will be able to destroy everything in this game. Shield gating will always be better than health tanking. Kind of agree. No, it won't be always better because there are some frames that make health tanking obscenely easy, but shield gating is still really good. Rhino's better than Revenant? Yes. Rhino is better than Revenant because, okay, why do people put Roar on Revenant? They put Roar on Revenant so they could weapons platform him. And they're also like, yeah, but if you use Roar on Revenant, then you can use Reeve to one-shot things. And it's like, okay, if you're really doing that, then just put Reeve on Rhino and you get an unnerfed Roar. And you also have a bajillion Iron Skin, which is practically Mesmer Skin. And you have crowd control. Rhino absolutely shits on Revenant all the time. Revenant is an L tier Warframe. Certified Revenant hater right here. Chat. How many of you guys were here when I deleted my Revenant Prime on stream? For whatever reason, I was like, you know what? Fuck this guy. And I deleted him. And I haven't gotten him since. It's probably been over a year. Yeah, Rhino can roar and nourish. That's crazy. Am I going to play 1999 demo? Nah, I got somewhere to be at 5:30. Any ugly frame shouldn't be played. That's crazy. Health gating? There is health gating, actually. It's called something Panzer Vulpaphyla mod. That's very useful. And there's also quick thinking. Level cap is boring. Yeah, level cap is bad boring. I don't understand why anybody likes to do it. It's not fun. Mesa is mid. That's crazy. Ignis, Wraith, and Excelsior Prime are not good. I will say Ignis, Wraith, and Excelsior Prime on Steel Path are really not that strong. They're really not. Okay, I think that level capping is boring as shit. But if you enjoy it, please keep enjoying it. I just don't get it. Like, I really just don't get it. My hot take is that this game sucks. Bad early game? 7 months ago, a bit more understandable. Protea is overrated? Crazy. Core is overrated? Crazy. Nuke is trash. Single target feels better. Oh, Revenant is actually kind of bad. Agreed. All right, we're going to check if we have some new ones on the most recent post, and then we are... Warframe is just Clash of Clans, but if it switched genres. What the fuck does that even mean? That literally doesn't make sense. Hey, this game is exactly like this game if it was a completely different game that happened to be just like this game. Hello? Equilibrium is an S tier mod. Equilibrium is a fantastic mod. It's the Sabuchi. Does Sabuchi actually think that Equilibrium sucks? Because Equilibrium is really, really good. I like that Mirage Prime has eyes. Nah, it makes me mad uncomfortable. Okay. All right, chat. We've been up for an hour, and I am going to call stream here, though I would appreciate it if all of you guys could come over to the Twitch channel, because oops, we have 200 people here, and I would love to go grace somebody with a raid. So if we could do that, that would be so fun. No, stop it. That would be so fun, chat. So come on over to the Twitch channel. We can hit someone with a raid because I would appreciate it, and I'm sure that they would too. All right. Let me see if any of my friends are streaming the new content. You can't raid on YouTube. Damn, y'all, we really almost at... We're gonna get to 57,000 mad quick. It's crazy. We're raiding Pupsker, y'all. Trying to find somebody who doesn't have a ton of viewers. Let me see. Who am I following that is streaming? That's in Russian. Really not making it too easy for me. All right, this guy. Oh, this guy isn't in English. Why is this so difficult to find somebody to just raid? What is this stream title? Another day while getting more horny? Hello? The fuck? Yo, none of these people are in English, chat. All right, I know this guy. We're gonna rate him. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for coming to hang out. I will see all of you guys very, very soon for the Nova video. And I hope you enjoyed the 1999 demo. Definitely make sure to let me know how that is in my Discord. But all right. See y'all later.